This video introduces how to use a new trigonometric function unit of Rx, TFUV2, with the CCRX compiler and eSquare Studio. The trigonometric function unit, which was included in devices such as RX72N, has been upgraded to TFUV2 through further advancements. The URL of the video introducing TFUV1 is included in the description. Please refer to this video for an overview of the trigonometric function unit. TFUV2 is installed in some RX devices such as RX26T, with the following improvements over TFUV1. First, the calculation speed in the floating point type has been further improved. Second, fixed point type calculations are also available. Third, reentrancy that was unsupported in TFUV1 is now supported in TFUV2. Now let's try it. The floating point type arithmetic method is the same as in TFUV1. The standard math library functions such as sin f can be performed by the TFU, and intrinsic functions for simultaneous calculations such as sin cosine f are available. For more information, please check out the TFUV1 video in the description. TFUV2 does not require the intrinsic function init TFU to initialize the TFU, while TFUV1 did. For fixed point type arithmetic, intrinsic functions are used. These names end with fx. The TFU calculates sine and cosine or arctangent and hypotenuse simultaneously. The CCRX compiler uses this simultaneous calculation feature for sine fx and cosine fx or a tan 2 fx and hypot fx for input values in close proximity to each other to further increase speed in the fixed point type similar to the floating point type. To ensure simultaneous calculations, use the intrinsic function sine cosine fx and a tan 2 hypot fx. For fixed point type calculations, you can also change the input-output units and format. If you are using the Smart Configurator, select SCFG file, Components, or BSP, and set Enable Initialize function for TFU to enabled. The three items that can be changed are units of sine and cosine input, formats of sine and cosine output, and units of a tan 2 output. For example, you can change the units of the sine and cosine input from turn to radian like this. Finally, press Generate Code to reflect the changes. A turn is a unit of one rotation from 0 to 1. That is, the radian value is divided by 2 pi. If you do not use the Smart Configurator, write the setting code in the startup routine by the macros defined in iadefine.h to change the input-output units or formats. Please check the user manual, Hardware for Format Specifications. TFUV1 does not support reentrancy. On the contrary, TFUV2 supports reentrancy. Save and restore code is generated at the entry and exit of each interrupt function by default. However, this slows down processing. Therefore, if reentrancy is not required, you can disable the generation of save and restore code. To disable save and restore only for a specific interrupt function, write no TFU in the pragma interrupt declaration of the interrupt function. You can also use options to disable save and restore for all interrupt functions. In such a case, select Project, C++ Project Settings, Common, CPU, and uncheck Saves and restores the output by trigonometric function unit in interrupt functions. By writing TFU, you can have only certain functions generate save and restore code. Congratulations! You have successfully customized your RX microcontroller TFU.